Alright friends, well as you can see there's another scarab beetle wandering around here. You see little footprints. And how we negotiate this is really going to be kind of up to us. So I know that he just came this way. So I'm going to try to hit him right here. I missed him. Alrighty, let's get back on his path. And let's see what other options do we have here. Ooh, how about a thrust? Let's try a thrust. As soon as he makes that corner, I'm going to wind up. Missed him. Okay. So, as soon as he makes a corner, I'll make another thrust. I'll be a little closer. So anyways, the bottom line is this little invisible guy is going to drop an ash for us. And I'm on his line, so when I see him making that corner, I should be able to get him. Here we go. Hear him? And now. Dang it. I gotta wait. A little bit of patience goes a long way, by the way. Wait. I was a little early. Now. And I got the Ash of War. Pretty cool. Not that I necessarily need it, but I just want you to know that when you see those things, you know, you can pick them up. So the main reason that I came back over here to the coast is because I need a couple of, I need some feathers. So the penguins are going to give me feathers, and for the most part, pretty reasonable creatures to attack, right? Look, that one didn't even fly away. That's pretty good. And I just got feathers. You need these feathers for any kind of, if you're going to make any kind of arrows, you got to have the pinions, the flight pinion. All right. Let's see if we can get this one. All right. And that one flew away, but I still got his buddy. All right, not too bad. Kind of seems a shame to kill the cool little penguins. Penguins are awesome, right? But I will tell you that, you know, I didn't write the game. I'm just playing the game. And the fact that I need the pinions is because the developers are crazy heads. All right. Thrust works pretty good on those also. You tend to miss less. You can also throw darts. That works pretty good. I wonder if I can line that thrust up and get both. That would be handy. Let's line this bad boy up here. I took too long. Dang it. They saw me. Instead of touching what I should have done, I should have just touched the trigger. Instead, I held the trigger. And I don't need to hold it for any reason. And I missed that guy altogether. Weird. Thought I could get him. Thought I could double pump him. And I want to get two with one hit. That would be a cool trick. So again, guys, you know, when you're doing this kind of thing, you know, you're farming. And farming can be a little boring, a little painful. My son does not want to farm freaking arrows. It's not his thing. He'd rather fight everything with the sword, right? So they're moving on me. Oh, they lined up nicely here. Got one. Did not get two. That seems like a ripoff. I should have got two. Alright, well, let's go chop this guy up. Now, I really like fighting these Kaiden warriors. They're kind of like Mongol warriors or something. Let's see if I can... You know what I haven't tried? I haven't tried the claws on this guy. Let's try that. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to double claws. Whoops, whoops, double claws. Lock on. Let's hit him with the back stab, which didn't do a whole lot. And that actually worked really well against him. Doesn't always work well. I'll be the first one to tell you that I'd rather use the sword in most cases, but I kind of think the claws look stinking cool. Ha! Totally missed with that one. That just sucked, the big one. Little penguin's like, dude, you're not sticking me with that claw. You gotta be kidding me. By the way, penguins don't typically fly, so I'm not really even sure if these are penguins. Looks like a penguin. Maybe it is a seagull, an albatross? I don't know. Questionable. Alright, so I'm going to show you another place to pick up a few pinions. So you'll notice over here there's a crap ton of eagles. And the eagles are a little more nervous than the penguins are. You cannot just walk up to them. You might be able to get close enough and cut one, but ultimately you're going to probably miss everything. Alright, so I'm going to go here and drop that. And I'm going to grab these. Kind of wish I had more. Let's see, I can probably make a few darts here. Let's craft a few darts. Cha-ching. 5 will be plenty. And let's go ahead and load those up. So I got darts and I got some kukris to throw. And we got to ready them. We'll use these kukri. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to jump. I'm going to get off my horse here. Get off your high horse, right? And this will be about right. This is a good distance. Hopefully I'll get one, the other one will probably run away. Yep. Alright. I lost one over there too. Do you see 2 of them flew away? Alright. Let's hit this one. I might get lucky. And no love. So out of the 5 or so that were up here, I hit 2. I got 1 stinking pinion. Not beautiful. But it is what it is. Alright, not a big deal. Now you can go along the coastline or anywhere where there's a like this big cliff face. There's going to be birds, you know, looking around, doing stuff. So if you're steadily farming stuff, this is not a bad place to be. Pretty safe area for the most part, with the exception of this giant, troll. Alright, let's see if I can plug this guy. And I did not get his buddy. But there you go. Let's go and get a few more here. So I've always thought that maybe depending on the angle, maybe if don't want the squirrel right now. That's what I want. Let's see if I can get him and his buddy if I'm lower. Nope. Buddy ran away. Almost fell off. Alright. Pretty cool. So one of my good friends, Daria, was asking me, can you use the claws? Yeah, you can use the claws from the horse. Excuse me. So the claws work good from the horse. It doesn't have the reach that the sword does, but it is pretty fast, which is pretty handy. You know, you can go hang out on the side of this cliff face if you want to get this last guy, but you don't mess around and fall off. Oops. I got to get him on the right side. There we go. If he's on the right side of me, I probably won't be likely to fall off and fall to my death. Tell you what, man, falling damage is real in this game. And the horse can take a little bit of damage. You can fall a little bit better with the horse, but you can't just jump off of stuff and expect to live. Alright, oh look at there. We got a couple more. Let's go over here and see if we can pluck us another eagle. One runs away. Pretty consistent for the eagles. Now the darts don't miss. That's handy. Well, unless you're out of range. If you're out of range, yeah, no love. Alright, I'm going to have to go back down the cliff face to get that guy. Yeah, it's alright, not a big deal. It'll be down there. Gotten pretty good at farming the bones you need for the arrows. Now what is funny is I was having a talk with my buddy. So Daria and I are chatting on telephone. She's watching a lot of these videos, so she's kind of like, I don't know, my #1 supporter. She makes lots of comments. She asks good questions. Just love hearing from her. But the bottom line is, she said, you know, we were talking about these arrows. I'm like, you know, you're not really making an arrow out of bone. So I think we basically decided that you're using these thin beast bones to make an arrow tip. It's not the whole shaft. That's just a wild guess. We don't know what the developers had in mind when they decided you needed thin bones to make an arrow. But I'm not collecting any wood, so I'm not really sure. He's going to fall off too. I'll have to go downstairs and get him. It's not the end of the world. Alright, let's finish up. How many? I got 1 dart left. It'll be this guy. Alright. Oh, he didn't fall. Good. We get him, and I'm out. Alright, not a big deal. So, if you don't have enough of the bones, you know, you can keep zooming around here. Plenty of lambs. You know, plenty of sheep to get. And if you want, you can fight the troll. He's a lot of fun. You just go whack him. It looks like there's a rune under every glowing skull. I think that the rune is what is keeping that skull glowing. I like to run them over and pick up the rune. It's just free and easy runes. I think runes equal training or experience anyway, so. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Picking up a couple of flowers, and I should see. Here's a flight pinion from one of those birds that fell off. I think the other one's a little further down. But let's pick up the herb leaf. So if you don't use all of these herbs, you can sell them. And if you sell them, you can get runes, and with runes you can get training. So that's pretty cool. Alright, something tells me that I have passed him by. I do not see him. Where are you, little bird? Oh, look who came back to play. That worked well. We got a couple of pinions from the birds that returned. I wonder if anybody else returned. That looks like this guy returned. Kind of hard to miss when you get the double whammy there. You know, if I was this bird and I saw an armored guy with claws running towards me on a freaking galloping horse, I don't think I'd hang around. I'm not going to attack these guys head on. I'm going to hit them from behind, because in my mind, that's just, you know, a little bit better. They won't tend to fly away if they don't see their buddy getting moited. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, I think I've done all the damage I can do. Oh look, there's another skull. See, it's glowing. Run over it, pick up the rune. Oh look, and I see one more victim. Alright, let's take a good look at this guy. What do you think he is? Definitely looks like a penguin, but they fly. You think that's a penguin? The long wingspan says not a penguin with all the feathers, you know what I'm saying? tell you what it definitely is. It's a dead bird. Definitely dead bird. I'm going with dead bird. Let's go back here. We can reset the whole thing. We can run it again. We can pick up more pinions. We can do those kinds of things. Or if we've got everything we need, you can go ahead and recock the exercise by clicking here. I don't have enough to go up, but I do have enough to do some crafting. I like the fire arrows. I collect plenty of smoldering butterflies, so I got 68 of those. So it takes 3 out of the 14 to make 1 arrow. I don't understand why that is. I'm sorry, to make a 10-pack of arrows. It's 1 smoldering butterfly and 1 flight pinion to make 10 arrows. Anyway, I'm only going to make 4 apparently, because that's all that I have stuff for. So then we go back to our equipment, and there's our 40 arrows. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and get this off our map, or off of our sheet. Anyway, so I'm doing pretty good overall with that. All right, so I've talked to you guys a little bit today about these claws and got to play with those. Talked to you a little bit about making arrows and how to get some of those flight pinions. So those are pretty important. And of course, I again reminded you about the runes in the skull. Have fun with this game, guys. Really pick up stuff, sell stuff. Enjoy the game for what it is. If you find a new weapon, man, go test drive that thing, right? Let's see what this guy's going to do. I'm going to try to block him. Block, strike. Actually, I blocked him pretty well for it's not really a good blocking weapon, you know. But anyways, that's all I got for you. I'll be back later on. We'll do a little, see if we can do a little dungeon crawling. I'm saving up some arrows, by the way, because I'm up at Stormveil Castle, and it's just easier to kill some of the far-ranged guys with your ranged weaponry rather than trying to sneak up on them or jump. There's a lot of things you can fall and die, so I just shoot them at long range. Anyways, catch up to you soon. Peace.